One of the most asked questions I get is, how is it to live in Moreno Valley? Is there crime? Are there nice areas to live in? Is there anything to do there? Today we are going to talk about things that I consider pros and some things that I could do without, or cons by living here in Moreno Valley. And if you're ready, let's take a look at some important information that is coming to you right now. Hi, I'm Julio Sanchez, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Make sure to click on the subscribe button and click that bell to be notified and have access to videos just like this one. We upload videos every week with local information, things to do, housing market updates, home buying and home selling tips, and much, much more.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
The number one thing that I love about Moreno Valley is the food. As you can see, I don't like to skip any meals. And you can get anything from Indian food, Mexican food, sushi, barbecue, Italian foods, and tacos. Did I mention tacos? I only wish there was a Brazilian restaurant nearby, but there are plenty of options for dining, with many different restaurants pretty much anywhere in the city. My number two is that there are great number of parks in Moreno Valley. These parks are perfect places to take the kids for some playing time, maybe practice some sports, or just enjoy the day. My number three is that there are different established neighborhoods in which you have different lifestyles. For instance, San Mi Ranch is located north of the city, or what the locals call it, north of the freeway. In here, you have access to their lake, their pool, spa, gym. There's a clubhouse, and they have several activities during the year. Right next to San Mi Ranch is Hidden Springs. This community offers some rolling hills and tree-lined streets. Some of the homes have great views of the valley. Also, it is located on the foothills of the Box Springs Mountain or the M Mountain. This mountain offers a great hike and other activities. Moreno Valley Ranch is another community that offers access to their lake. They have a pool, spa, basketball and tennis courts, and much, much more. Rancho Belago is located to the west side of town and offers newer homes, and the golf course is located also on this area. Just like these four neighborhoods I mentioned, there are some other areas that you may want to inquire and consider if you're interested in living in Moreno Valley. My number four is that Moreno Valley is located pretty much in the middle of all of the activities, and most of the metro areas are located within a, let's say, 2-hour ride. For instance, if you want to spend the day at the beach, you can be there in less than 2 hours driving. If you want to go to the mountains, Big Bear is about 1 hour and 30 minutes. You can have some fun on the winter time, for skiing or just spend the day on the snow, or even on summertime for a quick getaway. If you want to spend the day in Palm Springs or do some shopping there, you just get on your car and drive east, and you'll be there within less than 1 hour. If you feel like going for a baseball game, basketball game, a football game, or soccer game, when they have their respective seasons, you can be there within 1 to 2 hours, no matter which team you are going for. My number five is downtown Riverside is within a 10-minute drive. If you are ready for a night out, some dining, or to enjoy the Festival of Lights on winter time, just a short drive and you're there. My number six is the Box Springs or the M Mountain Hiking Trail. If you enjoy hiking, I will recommend to hike the Box Springs Mountain or the M Mountain. The hike is about 5 miles round trip, and you can get there on the trails located behind the mountain or on the side with a little more steep inclination. But once you get there, I will recommend for you to spend some time enjoying the awesome views of the city. There is another hiking mountain or hiking trail by the Perris Lake or the Terry Peak. This is about a 4-mile round hike, and it's also a moderate hike. If you also like some entertainment or gambling, we are surrounded by many casinos here in the area, and you can be there within 30 to 45 minutes to each one of them. Other things I like about Moreno Valley is that you can visit the Moreno Valley Mall, spend the day or camp at Perris Lake. You can also visit the Perris Speedway or the Moreno Valley Museum or the VA Memorial, or visit the Orange Trail Museum. And if you are brave enough, you can go to Perris and do some indoor or outdoor skydiving. That's what I love here in Moreno Valley, and there are plenty more opportunities here, places to go and things to do. Now, the other side are the cons, and these are the things that I can do without. The first thing that I don't like is the traffic, especially the 60 and the 215 freeway junction. It seems like no matter which hour of the day you travel nowadays, there is a big congestion, and this continues almost to the 91 freeway by Riverside. But once you're here, you can learn to travel on the side roads and avoid all that traffic. You know, you can take side streets like Alessandro Boulevard, Van Buren Boulevard, any other side streets when you're bound to Riverside, or you can travel at different times on the freeway. My number two is, yes, there is crime in Moreno Valley, but it is just like in any other cities, and we need to compare the crime rate in Moreno Valley with that in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Ontario metro areas, and also the state of California as a whole, to get a big picture of what is happening in the Moreno Valley area. And before we compare the crime rate, let's specify the types of crimes we are comparing in here. The first one is the violent crime. Violent crime is composed of any of these four offenses: murder and non-negligent manslaughter, forcible rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. The other type of crime is property crime. This one includes offenses of burglary, larceny theft, motor vehicle theft, and arson. As you can see in the graphic, Moreno Valley shows in orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, and Ontario areas are in dark blue, and the state of California in light blue. For property crime, Riverside, San Bernardino Metro, and the state of California, the crime index is about the same with 37 and 37.1 index. And in Moreno Valley, the property crime is higher by 7.4 points or 44.5 index rate. As for the violent crime, Moreno Valley is well below the crime index compared to the metro areas and the state of California, as shown here on the graphic. My number three con is our local weather. Since we are in a transition area close to the desert areas, our weather in the summer times ranges from 90 to 100 degrees. This is on average. And on winter time, the average temperatures are 60 to 75 degrees. Some people may consider this as extreme, especially on summer, and other people will consider as a great weather for outdoor activities that can last most of the year. My number four con, in my opinion, is the limited job opportunities in Moreno Valley. Aside from the medical field, the food industry, and now the many warehouses in the area, there are limited well-paid jobs opportunities in Moreno Valley, not to confuse with the lack of job opportunities. As you can see here in the graphic, only 20% of the population earns between $40,000 and $60,000 per year. But as you can see, about 40% of the population earns from $75,000 to $150,000 per year. It should be interesting to know whether these people have to commute or maybe working from home. Also in the graphic, you can see that the income per capita is less than $20,000, and per household is almost $60,000, which means there must be about 3 people working within the family to come up with these types of income. Number 5 con is the commuting time. In this graphic, it shows that the one-way commute is like 35 minutes. Well, tell that to the people that commute to Orange County or LA areas. I think they will disagree on this time and would like for this chart to be upgraded. The important statistic is that over 77% of people drive alone, by themselves in their own car. A little over 50% carpool, and only less than 2% take the mass transit, which to me this type of transportation should be used on a much bigger scale, but that's the way it is. You also know that Metrolink has a station in Perris. Nada Perris, but Perris, California, Moreno Valley, Riverside, etc. And Metrolink can take you all the way to Orange County or LA areas, and you can even do some work on the train, relax, catch up with some reading, or even sleeping. My last con for Moreno Valley is housing and the lack of inventory. At the time of this video, the average price for the home in Moreno Valley is about $340,000, according to the Inland Valleys Association of Realtors. The bad news is that you need to have an income of about $60,000 to $70,000 with minimum expenses in order to qualify for a home like this. The better news is that these prices are by far lower prices for a home than if you were to purchase a home in Riverside with median prices of $409,000, Fontana with $400,000, or even Rancho Cucamonga with median price of well over $500,000. The other better news is that there are new homes being built in several areas of town. However, their starting price are well over the median home price, but also they are bigger homes, and hey, who wouldn't like to live in a new home? These are some of my pros and cons for Moreno Valley, and I know I'm going to get all kinds of different comments, but that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion and is a valid one. I'll be watching and replying to as many comments as I possibly can. I know you may have your own pros and cons list, and I love to hear from you on the comments below. If you have any questions at all about living here in Moreno Valley, or any cities here within the Inland Empire, or if you are looking to buy your home, or would like more information about how to buy a home, I would love to be the person to help you make that possible for you. I can send you more information on different home loan programs, monthly payments, and type of homes. I also have a free relocation guide that I can email to you free of charge and without obligation on your part. Just call or text me at the number on the description below. Again, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel. We do tons of videos about what it's like to live in this area, the different areas of town, buying and selling tips, but you gotta hit that subscribe button and click that bell to be notified every time we do a new video and have access to the videos just like this one. Well, that's it for today. My name is Julio Sanchez, and I will see you on the next video.